Imagine a young woman on stage, surrounded by the most powerful people on earth, asking one sentence that silences the entire room. If you're a billionaire, why are you still a billionaire? That was Billie Eilish at a prestigious event in 2025, not to accuse, but to awaken an ancient question. Why don't the wealthiest people on the planet give everything away to charity? The world is screaming for help. Hunger spreads, the planet suffocates. So why do they still clutch mountains of money? We usually call it greed, selfishness, or cold calculation, but the deeper truth is far more unsettling. It's not about morality, it's about the unconscious, invisible forces from the past that shape our actions long before reason ever shows up. We're used to judging every behavior through the lens of profit and loss. Someone gives to look good, someone withholds out of fear. Yet many actions don't start in the rational mind. They start in the unconscious, where no ledger exists. The unconscious has only one job: to patch old holes with new material. Think of a person who once went hungry. They aren't better than others. It's just that their brain has carved a permanent groove, the gnawing of an empty stomach, the terror of watching others eat while you have nothing. Every time they see a similar scene, a skeletal child, a homeless family, the body reacts before thought arrives. Heart races, stomach knots, and old pain flares up. They don't help because they should. They help because they cannot bear to watch that wound reopen in someone else. That is the unconscious compensation mechanism, using the present to heal the past. When they cook for the poor, pay out of pocket for daily meals, build schools or hospitals, it's not a calculated PR campaign. It's an instinct that perfectly matches their inner deficit. Someone who once lacked, when finally abundant, feels an invisible pull toward those who lack now. Not because they are nobler, but because if they don't act, something inside them stays restless. Every time they ease someone else's suffering, they are cradling the inner child who once went without, finally feeding it, even if only through another's face. Conversely, many billionaires who built empires from ideas yet grew up comfortable, rarely touching raw deprivation, are simply not triggered in the same way. It's not that they are evil or numb. Their unconscious has never been activated by those wounds. They never starved, so hunger doesn't twist their guts at night. They never slept on the street, so cold doesn't slice through their dreams. They choose to do something else, invest in future technology, explore space, redesign the economic system, things that fit their unconscious priorities of control and expansion rather than sharing to heal. Society quickly labels them selfish, but the truth is that the kind of give-it-all-away charity never touches them. They don't feel the tear that needs mending, so no force compels them to dismantle their fortress of success. This explains the paradox: why some get richer and give more, while others hoard tighter. It's not a question of better or worse morals. Giving is good, of course, but the giver is not morally superior. It is a mechanism of the unconscious. Those who have suffered develop an automatic radar for others' pain. They recognize someone like the old me instantly. No analysis required, just raw feeling. That is not blindness. It is empathy born from scars. Someone never judged by the crowd can't stand the crowd's gaze, but someone who once lived on the margins, looked down upon, always last in line, instinctively sides with the poor. They use their achievements to mend the torn places in their soul instead of building higher walls. And the real reward of giving? Not money or fame. Those are side effects. The real reward is inner peace. Every act of help pulls them a little farther from the grip of past trauma. Those who never lacked simply don't understand. They live true to their own unconscious. Indifference to charity isn't fake. It just doesn't match their memories. You can't live carefree and still perform passionate charity without eventually being exposed, because genuine action must rise from the depths. So the timeless question, why don't billionaires give everything away, is not for judging them, it is for examining ourselves. Which type are you? The one who uses success to hold on or to heal? If you've ever been at the bottom, you know some things money can't buy, but only those who have lacked are willing to trade money for peace of mind. Tonight, ask yourself, what is your wound, and how are you patching it?